Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Mike here. Hope you're having a great day or night. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about some items I picked up at the thrift store, and they sold for some ridiculous amount of money. I've been making videos here on YouTube for close to about 7 years, talking about many different products that you can sell from thrift stores, garage sales, flea markets, storage units, etc. I've gone over the topic of the item I'm going to show you multiple different times. And the reason for today's video is not to brag, to say, hey, look how much I made. It's to say, listen, look, if you go out there and find certain treasures, if you get this knowledge in your head of items to look for, you're going to find these treasures out there. That's the whole point. Nobody ever wants to go to the thrift store to find an item for $2 or $3 to sell for $5, okay? You know, it's just not feasible, right? The whole reason I do this is for multiple different reasons. One, to support my family, raise my kids, right, and have a happy life without working for the man. I've worked for the man, right? I was the man. I own multiple companies. And I said, you know what? I don't need employees anymore. I just want to run and do this. And at the end of the day, you know, this is my lifestyle. This is what I do to make a living. And all I can ever do is come on here and give you real world experiences, expectations. But the biggest thing is just, it's a treasure hunt. You know, you got to look at it as a treasure hunt, but you also got to treat it like a business. So if you do that, I guarantee you, if you've never looked for this item I'm going to show you in the next few minutes here, if you've never even walked by them at a thrift store or at a garage sale, I would really encourage you to go and just check it out, because you might be surprised what you might find and what you could sell it for. So with that being said, let's see what we do today. All right, as you can see here from the receipt, back in September, I had purchased 25 vinyl records for 25 cents each for a total of $6.25 at Goodwill. And I made a video about this showing the vinyl records that I picked up, all 25 of them, give or take. And, you know, it's one of the cheapest things you could buy at the thrift store, as vinyl records, you know, and cassette tapes. You're not going to find a piece of clothing for a quarter. I mean, maybe a left sock or a used piece of underwear or something like that. But, you know, the risk here is, there is no risk. You know, honestly, when you're buying some of this stuff for a quarter, it's just ridiculous. If it's a no-brainer, if it's a bust, and it doesn't sell for good money on eBay, then pitch it or donate it back. It's not a big deal. But this is why I run a reselling business. This is why I love finding these little deals. I love finding these little hidden treasures that are out and about here. So let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about and what happened here. All right, we're talking vinyl records here. This is a Joyful Noise volumes 1 through 3. They were off the WOW label. All 3 were brand new and sealed, and there wasn't much information about these online. There was a couple that sold that were used, so I threw it out there for about, I think it was $300 or $400 with a best offer on it. And it didn't take long. I think it took about 2 days for somebody to come in and give me a reasonable offer. And, you know, again, I only had 75 cents, 25 cents in each one of these. And, you know, the guy came back with like a lowball offer of about $50. And I said, no, I said, I'm telling you, these are rare, you know. And, you know, to give you an idea of what this was like Christian folk music. And I don't know. I think there's some stuff I found on YouTube of it playing. Somebody was playing the vinyl record in the background or something of that nature. I don't know. But again, it's not Ozzy Osbourne. It's not Johnny Cash. It's not Barbra Streisand. It's just randomness that's brand new and sealed. I encourage you, every time you go find a vinyl record, if it's sealed and it's under $1, pick it up. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Anyway, to sum this one up, I did take an offer on this one of $92 plus $12.25 for shipping, for a grand total of $104.55 shipped. Here was the gem I found that day, Miles of Smiles, self-titled vinyl LP record on the WOW label, brand new sealed. I'll be honest, I didn't know what it was, but I always pick up sealed vinyl records. So I did some research. I looked on Discogs, and there wasn't very much information out there in terms of what these sell for, especially new and sealed. But I decided, you know, to aim high. I put it out there for $645 plus $7 shipping, and I said, wouldn't that be great if somebody pays me this type of money for this? And it didn't take long. Oh, God. 2 days. And in those 2 days, I was going back and forth with a buyer who happens to be a very large record supplier, right? They own some record stores down south. So I knew they were serious. You know, they first tested the waters and see if I'd take $50 for it. And I said, no. So we had a little conversation. And I said, listen, I'll let it go. It's going to go to a good home. I think you know what this is worth. I'm not going to try to bleed you to death. But I didn't also say to him, hey, I got this for a quarter. Literally a quarter, guys. Isn't that nuts? Anyway, I did take an offer on this of $299 plus $7.70 shipping, which I did send priority mail and insured, for a total of $306.70. So pretty outrageous here, pretty remarkable. This is why I do what I do. You know, not every day are we going to find opportunities like this, but, you know, throughout the year, you're going to find stuff. And this was definitely the highlights of these 4 items I paid a quarter each for of 2018. $1 I spent. $1 I invested in some time and just snooping around the thrift stores, knowing what to look for, is what generated me $411.25 in sales off 4 vinyl records. Pretty gnarly. So right there, $1 for 4 records. That's pretty ridiculous if you think about it. And, you know, are these things going to be out there every time you go to a thrift store? Quite possibly. Right? Things are overlooked every day, and that's how I make money as a reseller. That's how I've been doing this for over 20 years, making a living for my family, is finding these little hidden treasures out there, these mispriced items. People want to say, oh, you know, there's too many resellers out there. Don't worry about these other resellers. I've talked to so many, it's mind-blowing, and I'm not worried about any one of them. Now, there's bigger resellers than me, there's smaller resellers than me. I'm just a guy that goes out there consistently, lists items, make some money. I've been doing this for a long time, and you know, these little things here add up, especially if you are on a budget, right? If you're like, hey, I only got 100 hours to spend. Well, don't sit there and focus on $3 items that sell for $6. It makes no sense. Wait it out, right? If you go to a thrift store and you're like, hey, there's no opportunity here, then walk out, you go and hit another one, because the opportunity is right around the corner. So I want to show you guys a clip here of a video I made a couple days ago. I ran out of some shipping boxes for shipping vinyl records, and a lot of people ask, how do you ship these vinyl records? If you go to Google or YouTube or my channel, just type in Global Voodoo Vinyl, and you'll see some other videos on exactly how I ship it. But this particular clip here is from I ran out of boxes. So I'm going to show you step by step how to create your own boxes. So I'm typically prepared when it comes to shipping items. I usually have supplies on hand, but this past week I sold a lot of vinyl records, so I ran out of boxes, and the shipment's not going to arrive here for another day or two. So what I do is I always keep one of these mailers on hand. These are the ones that I actually purchase. You can buy them on Amazon and eBay. They're like 65 cents each, and then, you know, depending on the price breaks, you can get difference in price there. But you know, you can see here they're perforated, right? These fit records perfectly. So what I had to do here is just some cardboard that dumpster dived it. It's just, I always have a bunch of it laying around because I do a lot of custom boxes and stuff like that for board games, but also I keep it on hand just because you never know when you need it, like today. So we've got this pretty big piece of cardboard here, and what it is I already traced out everything. So if you look here, this is why I keep one in hand, is we just line it up here and just trace it all the way across. Okay, and that's what I did on this cardboard here, so you can see. All you gotta do now is just cut straight across the lines. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up pretty well, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these out, and then I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do the perforation here to make that nice width size there to put the records in. So let me do that, and I'll show you here in a few. So I just cut out these 3 pieces here. As you can see, they look very similar to how the boxes are. So what I did here is I just grabbed just a ruler here and a pen, and I already knew the dimensions off here. If you look here, all right, see where the edge is? So we got here to here. That's going to be the bend there. So it's 1/4 of an inch is the width here. So marked it here, came across flat line. And then we have another fold in, which is 1/2 inch. So from here to here, and that's that line going right there. So I did that on all 4 sides of the box. And what we're going to do now is just perforate this here, and I'll show you how it looks when I perforate it and when we fold it and how we ship it. But you know, when you're doing this with the boxes, you know, you want to have a clean presentation. So the cleanest side of the box is the outside. So that's why right here, this stuff's all going to be on the inside. So nobody's really going to see it. Nobody's going to complain about it. They're just going to want to get their item, and they're going to want to jam out to some vinyl. So let me perforate these, and I'll show you the next step. All right, so I perforated all 4 sides here, just basically using the edge of a pair of scissors. I'm not sure if I made a mistake earlier, but this first line here is 3/4 of an inch, not a quarter. I think I said a quarter. I'm not sure, but it's 3/4 and half. So when you have it perforated like this, let me move this to the side, you could bend that all nice, right? So let me set the camera down here and show you guys how this looks. All right, so as you can see right there, it folds in pretty nice. So when we go to apply the vinyl record in there, there's not going to be any gaps. It'll fit nice and tight. Let me get a record here to ship out and kind of show you here, but this is just kind of the, if you're in a crunch with the vinyl records or any type of boxing, this is an easy way to do it. It's a little time consuming, but you know, if you got no boxes, what else are you going to do? And here we have it. Here's the box, all packaged up with the vinyl record. So it's pretty clean edges, as you can see there, just taped up, and looks like the real thing. As you can see, the presentation's a lot better because you don't have all that mumbo jumbo that was on the other side of the box. So it's just a clean looking box, and this will do the trick, no doubt. So there we have it. That's how I ship these boxes. Yes, it's a little time consuming. I prefer to just buy brand new boxes. But when you're in a jam and you run out of stock of boxes, that's what happens. You know, you can get free cardboard all over the place, you know. Dumpster dive it, you can pick it out of your neighbor's trash bin. So it's just whatever works for your business. That's the title, that's the slogan of my YouTube channel here. Find out what works for you. Appreciate you guys watching today's video. I gotta go work on my truck. Today there is no mail, and you know, in observance of the old W, which let me go over here and show you guys something here. Thought this was kind of neat. If you look at this here, this came out with storage in it. It's a facsimile. It's one of those thank you letters from the Bushes, Barbara and George. And not really worth anything, but you know, you gotta admire a man that lived a life like he did. There's no doubt about it. So rest in peace there, W, George Bush. And hope you guys go out there and make a living. Go out there, enjoy your life. You know, just do your thing, right? And hopefully you're out there finding some opportunities at the thrift store. If you're looking, then this is the first time you're like, hey, listen, you know what? I'm gonna go out now and start finding vinyl records. You know, leave me a comment. Send me a message. Tell me about a great score that you had with vinyl records. I'm always into reading and listening to other people's stories about their success. So if you have sold an amazing record here recently or over time, leave a comment down below in this video. Try to tell me the exact record and what you sold it for and the ROI, right? Because why not, right? So again, I gotta go out there and do the grind, get back after working on the truck, come in here and keep listening to the junkage. So thanks for watching today's video. Go out there, be great. Till next time, I'm out of here. Peace. Vlog over. It's all over. It's over.